Bills. The Bills took it.
Bill versus Bills.
Bills took it to Bill and fucking embarrassed them, and it was wonderful. It was quite wonderful.
They had 7 offensive drives in that game. They all ended in touchdowns for the first time in NFL history. They literally just ran over the Patriots. The final drive was a kneel down. They chose not to score, even though they could have. So
yeah, that was even better than I thought it would go. But
that's as big a beatdown as I can imagine.
The Bills, if I'm any team alive still, I don't want to play the Bills. I don't want to play the Bills defense. The Bills there was the Bills defense, and I think I may have brought this up last week, and there's the rest of the league. Because the Bills defense, from a yardage allowed standpoint, between 1 and 2, it's like a 30-yard difference. And that's an average. And that's a lot. So they can shut you down and
you can move the ball. They can run the ball. That's the other point you made earlier. If you can run the ball, you've got a shot to dominate.
And they can run the ball not just with the running back. They have a pretty good running quarterback too there in Josh Allen. So
kind of knows what he's doing.
They're a scary football team.
I think equally scary, and another reason why you wouldn't want to play the Bills is the propensity for their fans to throw dildos onto the field.
Ah, yes.
In one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I feel like this has happened before. I feel like we talked about this last year. Maybe it's happened in years past, where Bills, specifically in northern New York, upstate New York, there seems to be dildos landing on the field in the end zone somehow from Bills fans. It happened in this game after the Patriots actually scored one of their few touchdowns. The best part is the meme or the screen grab that's gone around social media is the Patriots receiver. I didn't see who it was, but you could see him pointing right at the dildo. There is a dildo on the field. I saw it and didn't understand what I was seeing at first. I thought there was a flag on the field, but the announcers weren't talking about a flag. And then I realized later that was a big rubber dick.
It sure was.
That just happened. So I'm not sure where the idea came from. If this is like a long time tradition from Bills Mafia that has just been carried on over the generations, or where it originated from, where the thought process comes from that you would, number one, own a giant dildo. Number two, you'd bring it to a football game. And number three, you would throw it onto the field. So I don't know if you could break down that thought process.
Well,
I certainly can't.
I think they just sell them at the game. So.
It's at the concession stand. They've got hawkers around.
Yeah.
Dildo. Dildo.
Throw on the field dildo. $4.
So that was my most ridiculous favorite parts of the Super Wild Card weekend is we have dildos on the field in Buffalo, New York.
And that made it super wild for sure.
Word Hole Media.